What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and I'm back. Shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate everybody who support me, who support this platform, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, and shout out to y'all, man. As always, make sure y'all go check out the Black History Month series of 2019. It's the Black History Month series of 2019. Go check that out now in the playlist section. Check those out. So shout out to y'all, man. I'm gonna give y'all some time to come through. I know it's been a minute. As y'all know, I've been on a little trip, and it's been good. You know. Shalom, shalom. Greetings to you. Assalamu alaikum to you, Coco girl. Hello, blessed grandma. I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate all the concerns on my safe travels. So shout out to everybody who hit me up and made sure I was safe. I'm good, sis. How are you? So I appreciate all of that. Do me a favor, everybody that's tuned in right now. Make sure y'all hit that like button, please. Y'all go on ahead and smash that like button for me. Shout out to Todd Brown. I appreciate you, baby girl. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to Crew. Salute to you, my brother. But yeah, if y'all wondering how my trip has been going, it's been going well. I actually stayed longer than I said I would, but it's been a minute, man. I haven't saw my pops in a while. You know, I actually haven't saw him in like two, 2.5, almost 3 years. So, I had to just take some extra time, so still here in the Big Apple, man. But I'm good though. I'm good, fam. Shout out to my big bro, Sonny. What's going on, bro? Yeah, man. New York looks so different. Like every time I come back, just looks so much different, man. Shout out to my brother Suge. Thanks for tuning in, bro. But every time I come back, it looks much, much, much. It's just looking much, much more upgraded. You know, I like the way it looked. I'm not opposed to change. A lot of people like, when I was talking to people before I actually came back, they was like, yo, um, you know, the hood looks so different. It's crazy, you know. But shout out to my brother Suge. Good looking on the donation, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. We gonna get into the bill in a minute, man. We're gonna get into the bill in a minute. I'm just letting some more people come through before I get into the bill. But yeah, people was telling me, you know, how different the hood looked. And it do look different, but it look good, man. It's nothing wrong with change. We all gotta embrace that. Shout out to Handling Jones on the check-in. Shout out to my brother Tony Smith on the check-in. I appreciate it. Make sure y'all go ahead and smash that like button. Shout out to Bomb Cherry on the check-in. I appreciate you, love. Thanks for tuning in. King Wage, it's been a minute, my brother. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, man, I embrace the change. But, Brooklyn just looks so different. New York, period. You know, they redoing all the roads, all the bridges. Things look very much updated. I like it though. I like the way it look. You know, it's dope. I like the way it look. So I've been here going on 2 weeks now. Yeah, it's been about a week and a half. Shout out to my sis, Poetic Kels. It's great to see you, sis. As always, you know how this go. So, I appreciate y'all tuning in. We gonna get into the bill right now, and y'all see the title, Nipsey Hussle's death. Um, the truth is hidden in plain sight, and we just gonna start off with that. The truth is hidden in plain sight. Nowadays, man, people are so hip to conspiracy theories that we don't understand that the truth is right in our face. It's hidden in plain sight. They have us so distracted with so much things that we don't look to see that the truth is right in our face because we looking everywhere else, and that's just how we've been socialized into thinking. you know the truth is right in our face with this situation. It's right in our face, but you got so much people coming up with these other crazy ass stories that don't even make sense. you know See, it's nothing wrong with a theory, but your theory has to be logical. It has to make sense. You should be able to use outside references to substantiate your theory. Because if you can't do that, then you just making some shit up, or to me, you just talking to hear yourself talk. I would pay attention to what a lot of people are saying if it actually made some kind of sense. Now, if y'all seen the cover of this stream, if y'all don't know who that is, that's a picture of Huey Newton. That's a picture of Huey P. Newton. And if y'all don't know how Huey P. Newton was assassinated and the story that was behind his murder, it's the same story that's behind Nipsey Hussle's murder. Well, I'm going to say his assassination, because from what I see, that's right in my face, that was an assassination. And what is my outside reference to substantiate my theory? History. Huey P. Newton's story, who they said some gang members killed him. Because at the time they were calling the Black Panthers a gang. Just like they call the Bloods and the Crips. And all of the other organizations. But they don't call the Ku Klux Klan a gang. You notice that. Shout out to my brother Jam J. That's a fact, Tony. And people also need to learn to think for themselves. Stop letting people think for them. So like I said, the outside reference is my avatar. Well, not my avatar, but the cover for this stream to substantiate my theory. Because they said the same shit happened to Huey P. Newton. He was killed by some gang members in broad daylight in his neighborhood. And he was shot 6 times. And he was shot 6 times. But we all know who orchestrated that hit. We all know that. Another outside resource that we should pay attention to substantiate this assassination. Look what happened to Malcolm X. Do y'all really think that these people cannot infiltrate these organizations and get people to do things? The guys who was arrested for killing Malcolm X were said to be what? Nation of Islam members. Am I correct? So why can't these people hire a Crip to kill another Crip? Why is that so far-fetched? Why do we have to diminish Nipsey Hussle's rep and just diminish him to being some low-level ass gang member, which he graduated from a long time ago? Just like Snoop. You can't look at Snoop as just some Crip nigga from Long Beach. He graduated from that a long time ago. So now we just gonna say that this guy, this man of influence, was just murdered by some low-level gang members that just came home from jail? It's possible. I don't put nothing past nobody, King Wage. Because I look at history. MK Ultra could definitely play, you know, because they have what you call sleeper cells. I know exactly what you're talking about, King Wage. Do I believe that could have played a part? Yes, it could have. Do I believe that's what happened? Nah. I believe Nipsey Hussle was assassinated because his people was infiltrated. Just like what happened to Malcolm. Just like what happened to Huey. Those organizations were infiltrated before these people were murdered. Men of influence, people of influence is not that easy to touch, even if they're right around the corner. Don't think because he was in his neighborhood, he was easy to touch. That don't make no sense. It's not that easy to kill a drug lord. So I don't want to hear, oh, he was in his hood. So that's why he got killed. This was an assassination. Do y'all know that the same day he was murdered, he was getting ready to go and do a peace rally for the gangs in California with the LAPD? Do y'all understand who Nipsey Hussle was? He was the face of LA. Do y'all know that? Why you think they called him Young Snoop when he was coming up? Shout out to Monique Hill. Thanks for tuning in. They called him the Young Snoop. He was the face of LA. Nipsey Hussle. He was the one uniting the gangs in LA. He was trying to change the paradigm of growing up in the West Coast. He was trying to change the paradigm. He didn't want black children growing up in LA, growing up in gang culture. He was trying to diminish that. That's why he brought everyone together. Salute to Deacons of Defense. Salute to you, my brother. Do y'all understand what that means? When you try to change the paradigm in which your people are put in, that's when you become a threat. When you try to change the mindset of your people, you become a threat. Peace and love, my sister Eunice. Great to see you. Understand that. Remember what I told y'all. When you are teaching and living out and expressing freedom of thought, freedom of being, and being who you are as a person, and giving back to your people, you become a threat, man. You become a threat. Y'all got to understand that. And when you have the influence of a celebrity, that gives you power. You have to understand how people are conditioned. We're conditioned through propaganda. So if this guy's constantly putting out positivity, if he's constantly putting out peace, finance, prosperity, happiness, this is what he pushing to his people. And he's also putting his people in position to live that way. You become a threat. See, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Yeah, you could give back to the hood, but in what way? In what way are you giving back? Is what really matters to these people. If you just coming back and you just giving out little turkeys and that's nothing. But if you start giving back and there's something behind that, like a message, if there's some empowerment and upliftment behind what you giving back, that's when you become a problem. Do y'all think Meek Mill is really them people really not on his back now? Because he out here fighting for prison reform? You see? It's all good when they selling they liquor, when they selling you they weed, when they selling you they clothes and they movies and this toxic lifestyle. It's cool for them to do that. But once you get paid off that shit and you flip it on these people, you become a threat. And then y'all gotta remember who Nipsey was to his neighborhood. See, y'all gotta remember that this dude had power and influence before he became a celebrity. Him becoming famous just amplified who he was 50 to 100 times more because he already had influence. He was Nipsey Hussle before he was a rapper. You see? What's going on, Pitch Moon? See, y'all gotta understand that. Why do y'all think the Black Panthers were so powerful? Because these people were people of influence before they became known what they were known for. You see? The truth is hidden in plain sight. It's right in front of us. But we looking everywhere else. How you doing, Miss Lady? Welcome. Welcome to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. It's right in front of us, man. We've seen this before. So it's no need to go with the bullshit story that they want us to go with. And if you listen to Nipsey Hussle's music, which I was a fan of, if you listen to his music, then you understand the type of guy he was, how knowledgeable he was, and what he was about. He told you all, it's all in his music. But see, what we have to pay attention to and not fall victim to is how the media is always going to diminish the reputation and the image of the black man. Especially when you're a Pookie or a Ray Ray and you're not an educated lane. See, they're always going to try to say, oh, he was just a dumb gang member because he's a Pookie. He not a dude who made it the conventional way. So being that he got killed, we can just say it was gang violence. You see, they even tried to throw that on Huey P. Newton, and Huey P. went to college. He was highly educated. And they still diminished him to a Pookie or a Ray Ray. And say he got killed by some niggas on his block. This is why I've been telling, this is why I've been speaking on Strags. Because they are reinforcing this image on black men. Here it is, this black man got killed outside of his business, and they're diminishing him to a piece of shit gang member. Shout out to my brother JT. Good looking on the donation. I appreciate you, my brother. How many times are you gonna see this and understand the type of onslaught that's on black men? This man was killed outside of his business. He owned that whole shopping plaza. That's the same shopping plaza he used to hustle in front of. He came back and bought every store. But all we could do is, oh, he was just in the hood. He's a known gang member, so he was in the hood and they killed him. This is what happens to black men. Whether we become something or whether we just stay that gang member and don't come back and rebuild the hood. We are always defined by these stereotypes. This man was a man of influence. Do y'all hear the stories these rappers is coming out saying about this man? Y'all think they lying? He was a good dude, man. Oh, but no, since he got killed in his neighborhood and he was part of an organization, we gonna just chalk it up to that. Come on, man. We can't accept that. Because then that shows how low we think of ourselves as a people. We can't do that. Oh, he just got killed by some hating ass gang member. Man, get out of here. That was an assassination, man. It's right in your face. Y'all can't see that? What is why is it so hard for y'all to see that this was an assassination? Y'all, I don't get it. Why can't y'all see that? Howdy, my sister Chocolate Chocolate. Thanks for tuning in. Exactly, Pitch Moon. 5 shots to the body, 1 to the head. I appreciate that. Thank you, sis. Shout out to Monique Hill. Thanks Thanks, Monique Hill, for the donation. She says, thank you, Sheep. We love Nip. We are supreme beings. We know that they need our energy to live. Nip, we know. Ashe. Exactly, Monique. See, y'all have to remember. Y'all have to remember what freedom fighting is. Y'all have to understand that certain acts is considered acts of freedom fighting. And what is the negative term for freedom fighting? It's called rebellion. We call it freedom fighting. They call it being rebellious. That's what they call it. They call it bucking against the system. That's what they call it. And when you start doing that, when you start upsetting certain people in certain places, things happen to you. You see how we have all these conversations about politics and how we can get a seat at the table? What y'all think Nipsey Hussle was doing? The moves he was making were moves of local politics. Pay attention. He was speaking and doing acts of social reform. Okay? Social and political reform for black people. This is why he was buying back the neighborhood. He was just getting ready to do a peace campaign for the gangs. His best friend was a blood, YG. Do y'all understand that all of our freedom fighters fought for social reform and a seat at the table in politics? That's what it was all about. Nobody fought to be the first black president. We wanted to be treated right every day. We wanted to be paid equally. That's local politics. Exactly, Pitch Moon, and they all were assassinated. The truth is hidden in plain sight. You niggas running around talking about it was a hating gang member. First of all, let me get y'all together on that. If dude was a gang member who turned informant, if you are an informant, you work for the government. That's number one. Once you become a snitch and you cooperate with the police, you work for them. Okay? You work for them. This dude was a federal informant. He snitched on a couple of the homeboys and got them federal bids. So he was a federal rat. He was a federal rat, not a local police department snitch. He was a federal rat. And who y'all think could put that work in? The truth is hidden in plain sight. This is why I say we got to think for ourselves. Sheep stay asleep, man. And all that mental hospital shit is a throw off. Y'all got to watch that shit. All that, oh, he was crazy. Yeah, that's so he could not go to jail. Come on, man. People been doing that in the hood for the longest. Catching bodies acting crazy. Oh, I'm retarded. You ain't retarded, nigga. You're playing crazy so you don't go to jail. They'll send you to a mental institution. Come on, come. Y'all gotta listen. Start thinking for yourselves, please. The truth is hidden in plain sight, man. Don't fall for that shit. That's another smoke screen. Now he was about to check himself into a mental institution. Well, whatever, man. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Really? Exactly, Pitch Moon. Welcome, Mika. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Exactly, King Wage. I mean, come on, man. Come on. And let's just excuse me, let's just go back a little bit. This dude came home from jail and just popped up at Nipsey's store. He just ended up over there and happened to have a gun on him. Like, you a rat. Where you get a gun from? Shout out to Rising Star. Great to see you, Rising Star. Where you get a gun from? You just came home from jail. Where you get a gun from? And what made you want to go see Nipsey? You know what's going on. You've been in jail. You know what's going on. You've been watching from TV. He dude knew what was going on. How you think he knew where Nipsey was at? He knew what was going on. Come on, this wasn't no random act, y'all. First of all, a nigga that turns snitch in the hood is not gonna be brave enough to come back to the hood unless he got the goddamn police with him. Come on, y'all. If you from the hood, you know that. Ain't no nigga coming back to the hood after he done snitched and got niggas locked up unless he got the police around. Unless the police is on speed dial. And if he's back in the hood and he got police protection, that means he's working. He's working. He's working. Interesting point, Pitch Moon. Nah, I didn't see that, Mika. I didn't see that. That's interesting. His brother had no emotion. Well, sometimes seeing something like that, you could just be so in shock. You it's like you can't show no emotion. Have you ever been shocked like that before, Mika? Well, probably not. Probably not. But that has happened to people. Right. But your reaction probably was different. Right. Right, Pitch Moon. Or also his brother could be so calm too, because his brother know what time it is. He know what happened. See, yeah, his brother gonna cry in the dark. His brother not gonna cry in front of the cameras. His brother gonna go cry with his family. That's where you supposed to go cry. You ain't gotta cry in front of the cameras to show nobody none of that. That don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's just something. If he was to cry in front of the camera, that'd just be some shit for us to talk about. You know what I'm saying? That's all that'd be. That shit'd just be something for us to say, oh damn, look how sad his brother was. You might not see Laura London crying in front of the camera. You gotta understand, people of importance, man, they family conduct things a certain way. So we gotta stop expecting them to respond or react the way we would react. Exactly, Pitch Moon. That's what I said. He know what time it is. He know what happened to his brother. He know. You know? Give me a second, y'all. Let me send out this text real quick. All right, cool. Yeah, cold blooded. Definitely cold blooded. But the truth is hidden in plain sight, y'all. Yeah, definitely. Honestly, I'm going to be real. Based off what those brothers was doing, and they knew what they were doing, and they know what they stand for, they probably had this conversation. Him and his brother probably had this conversation. Because those guys are intelligent. So they pay attention to history. They're logical. They pay attention to what happened already. I appreciate you handling Jones. Appreciate you, bro. Catch you on the next one. So don't think they, you know, I believe they had this conversation. That what if conversation. You know? Because nowadays, you have to have that conversation. Of course, Pitch Moon. Of course he wasn't talking about that dude, man. Of course he wasn't talking about that dude. Come on, man. Come on, man. Course, of course. Of course. Anybody who believed that, They paying attention to the wrong shit. Of course. Of course, Pitch Moon. Of course. Come on, man. You know, like we don't know what was really going on in the background. Remember, before Biggie got killed, he was getting death threats 2 weeks before he got killed. People was calling his phone. Those death threats that he played on, that was on his album, those wasn't death threats that just happened when he went to Cali. Those was death threats he was getting still in New York. Going to different states, just waking up every day. His phone ringing, he outside. People telling him they going, you know what I'm saying? He getting death threats. Then when he went to Cali, he got more death threats. So we don't know what's going on. Y'all saw before Malcolm got killed, him standing by that window with that shotgun. How we know he wasn't standing by that window with that shotgun plenty of nights? Come on, y'all. Martin Luther King. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Let's do some real constructive thinking, man. Let's do that. Because nowadays, man, they hide the truth right in our face. Yo, Pitch Moon, man. I don't even, honestly, man, people been arguing about this. It done been a couple fights about this. When people talk about it, I just stand there and be quiet because I don't got time for that. Straight up. Like I don't have time for that. I don't even engage, man. I don't even engage. I don't engage. No doubt. But see, if that's the case, you shouldn't be even engaging. You know? Because a lot of people now looking at it from that view. You see what I'm saying? That's why you shouldn't even engage. If you tuned in like that, you shouldn't even engage with that frequency. Because it's going to throw you off. Right. I got you, Mika. But what you think the message was? I'm just asking you. You know, I ain't trying to put you on the spot or nothing. But I'm just asking you, what do you think the message was? Because I believe it was one too. But I believe it was the same message that they always tried to send when they did it before. So that's why I'm just asking. Now you know what it is, Pitch Moon? You gotta remember, ever since um this conscious community has gotten known throughout YouTube and social media, a lot of these people are what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it social media woke. You know, and a lot of them became social media awake from watching conspiracy theory videos on YouTube. So now that a lot of people is starting to understand that they're just doing the reverse and saying, no, it's not the government, because if you're saying it's the government, you believe in conspiracy theories. You see what I'm saying? So you see how they play with people's minds? They put all this stuff out here for us to pay attention to and for us to take into account. And then years later, they take all that shit back and say, oh, we put that out there to make y'all think about that. All that's bullshit. Don't look at that no more. Look at this. So once again, you're being fed choices to pick from. You see? How you gonna tell me to pay attention to something and then say, no, don't look at that, look at this? So if you telling me not to look at that no more, look at this, then why did you tell me to look at that in the beginning? So I'm not supposed to think that the second thing that you telling me to look at isn't a distraction either? You see? And they're always gonna play reverse psychology to always make it look like they have nothing to do with nothing. See, we always have to understand that. They're always going to find a way to justify what they do. And that is to clear their conscience. Because at the end of the day, they know that they don't really owe us a explanation. Shout out to my brother, Muhammad is the one. And I agree, Muhammad. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I got you. I got you, Pitch Moon. I got you, Miss Lady. But that's, I mean, you know, I appreciate you, Strange Magic. Great to see you, sis. Great to see you. I'm glad you all right. But you know, that's, come on. Come on, y'all. Like, but this is why y'all tuned in to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Because we allow the sheep to stay asleep over here. See, we got to understand that if you think a certain way, it's because you were put here to think that way. If you're not the person who follows the trends, you don't follow what you're being fed, you know, you were made that way for a reason. And understand that there's not a lot of people like you. For one, because they weren't made like you. And for two, a lot of people are afraid to be that way. Because when you're a thinker in that manner, a lot of times people don't want to be around you. Because you can spot bullshit in people too. So they don't want to be around you. So a lot of people also are afraid to be that way because they don't want to, they want to have a social life. They want to be accepted socially. And in order to interact on certain social levels, you know, in some form or fashion, you got to play a role. And if you're not that type of person, then you're not going to go but so far up that social ladder. And most people want that. So they stray away from that mindset. They suppress it. Or they only They only show it in certain places, which is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that either. I don't knock what nobody do. That's why it's called Sheep Stay Sleep TV. We advise y'all to stay asleep because y'all here for a reason. Everything in existence exists for a reason. And it's to compare and contrast. So you can't have one without the other. You can't have shepherds without sheep. Exactly, Pitch Moon. That's exactly what I was just saying. And that's why people stay away from, you know, people like you. Because people like you don't attract the popular crowd. Y'all don't attract the synthetic motherfuckers. You know, a lot of people like to be synthetic. So if you have that type of presence, you don't attract you don't attract you don't let me slow down. You repel synthetic motherfuckers. That's what you do. Naturally, you repel them. And synthetic motherfuckers always want to be accepted as authentic. So they want to hang around authentic people to try to legitimize themselves. But they don't know. You synthetic. So it's gonna show, you know. I appreciate that, Miss Lady. I appreciate that. Do your thing. But that's what it is, though. And people are always and gonna always be afraid and always try to diminish the character of people like Nipsey Hussle. See, he's a person that exudes authenticity. So synthetic motherfuckers are going to repel. Shout out to my brother ID. Thanks for tuning in, my brother. Welcome back, JT. Understand that. So, yes, people are going to be threatened. Yes, people are going to be afraid of you. How you doing, Amanda? Great to see you. Welcome. Blessings to you too. Come on. Look at the ones, look at our freedom fighters, the men who were killed. These guys were authentic. Tupac Shakur, Biggie Smalls, Huey P. Newton. Just go back in history. Harry T. Moore. I just did him for the Black History Month series of 2019. Y'all go check that out. Harry T. Moore. That the truth is hidden in plain sight, y'all. It's all in the history. This shit is not hard to figure out. Come on. You know it. You know it, Pitch Moon. You know it. Shout out to my brother Frederick. Thanks for tuning in, my brother. Come on, man. Sheep stay sleep, man. That's all I'ma say. Sheep stay sleep. Sheep stay sleep. That's all I'ma say, man. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Oh, we could do that. We could do that. I'll holler at you about that, Pitch Moon. Yes, we definitely could do that. I appreciate you, Pitch Moon. I appreciate you. Thank you. And shout out to everybody. Um, if y'all just coming in, y'all might have to catch the replay. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Shout out to everybody. Um, like I said, make sure y'all go check out the Black History Month series of 2019. It's in my playlist section. Go and check it out. Check out my Real Relationship series. Um, I still got one more episode to do. Um, thanks, Pitch Moon. You talking about the Black History Month series? Thank you. I appreciate it. No problem, Monique. Thank you. I appreciate you, big bro. No doubt, Suge. You already know, bro. Yeah, go and like I said, check out my relationship series. I still got one more episode to do, so y'all stay tuned for that. Um, thanks for bearing with me. But as y'all can see, you know, where I'm at now. But thanks for the donation, sis. Shout out to my sister, Eunice Outland. She say, peace and love, brother, as always. It's always a blessing and fun to hear you speak. Thank you so much, sister. I appreciate it. Thank you. I love the way you support me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pitch Moon. Thank you. Thank y'all for the support. I love it. I love the support. It's in the description, Pitch Moon. My Cash App is $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV. One word. But the link is in the description. But it's $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Same thing as the platform. Thank you, Pitch Moon. I appreciate it. Well, much love to everybody, man. Much love to everybody. Um, I will. Before I go, before I leave, I will do another live. I will do another live for sure. You know, cause I appreciate all y'all, man. I just been a little busy, you know. Oh nah, I'm in Brooklyn right now, Pitch Moon. I'm in New York. I live down south. But I've been in New York the past week and a half. You know, had to come and see my dad. You know, I ain't see my dad in a while. You know, had to come see Pop Dukes. Shout out to my brother Rob. Shout out to my big brother Rob. But like I said, y'all, the truth is hidden in plain sight, man. Truth is hidden in plain sight. They run the same narrative, the same stories all the time. Nipsey Hussle gets killed in his neighborhood. He gets shot 6 times. They say it's by gang members. Let's rewind. Huey P. Newton gets shot 6 times in his neighborhood. They say it's by gang members. What gang grew out of and spawned out of the Black Panthers? The Crips. Because Black Panthers fought for what? Community reform. What does Crips stand for? Community revolution and progress. And Nipsey was a neighborhood Crip. So he was all about his neighborhood and rebuilding his neighborhood before rebuilding other neighborhoods. See, y'all got to understand, this is why I say y'all got to understand how powerful propaganda is, man. They called this shit gangs. Blood stand for brotherly love overriding oppression and destruction. Does that sound like a gang? Brotherly love overriding oppression and destruction. Does that sound like a gang? Community revolution and progress. Community reform and progress. Does that sound like a gang? You know why that sound like a gang to them people? Because those are powerful mantras. Those are mantras. Growth and development. See, these are mantras that if we was to employ in our lives, shit will change drastically. And they don't want the next generation to be implanted with those seeds. This is why they lock them up and they kill us. Larry Hoover's in jail. Jeff Ford is in jail. You see? The other guys were murdered or strung out on drugs. This is a goddamn repeat, y'all. The truth is hidden in plain sight. They killed Darren Seals in his neighborhood. Go check out the Black History Month series of 2017. When I broke down Darren Seals, they killed him in his neighborhood. Because of what he was doing. Y'all, come on, y'all. Pay attention, y'all. Please, please, please. Chief, stay asleep, man. Like I said, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Much love. I'm out, y'all.